Here to train for the hunt, Savior? Savior, the hunting grounds are open to you.
What's good, YouTube land? Welcome from here back again once again today, people. Today we are here for episode 8 of our Let's Play of Horizon Forbidden West. In the last episode we cleaned up some bits and pieces on our way to the hunting grounds here, including getting our second to last lens for, is it Rhea she was called? In this episode we're going to be quickly talking about the hunting grounds because they've made a return. And then we are going to go and head to Barren Light. We're going to do one more side quest, get the last lens we need from here in the Daunt, and then we're going to see if there's anything else we have to do before we leave. So without further ado, if you like what you see here today, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notified of more content coming your way, share with your family and friends, and let's get it! Cool, so I've already done the hunting trials here. But hunting grounds are back from the first game, and in the words of our trapper that we met earlier, Fearless, apparently, according to him, as an Osram, he's not quite sure who started off the hunting trials, whether it was the Karja, in fact, who created a whole institution around it, or it was actually the Tanakh. But apparently when the Tanakh pushed the Karja all the way back here, okay, stop talking. When the Karja pushed, when the Tanakh put the Karja out the Daunt, they used this hunting ground for a little while, and kept it running, and then when the Karja came back, they took it back.
You won't find trials like these anywhere else.
This hunting ground is focused around using shock, and testing how you are good at shooting and looting. Then the shock trial teaches you how to use different machine parts to overload and cause mass destruction. Something we learned using the Bristol backs when we first got acid arrows. And then the shock and trap trial teaches us how to use the shock effect to immobilize and then use environmental traps to pull them apart. One of the aspects of the new hunting trials is that obviously because they're based in the Tanakh, instead of getting suns we get stripes. And we also get medals, which you can see in the top right corner next to our shard counter. And these medals will be important later down the line. So keep that in the back of your head. It is going to be important. You get a lot of stuff, mainly resources for completing the trials. So if you're playing the game, make sure you take the time to complete all the trials to full stripes, because then you get additional rewards for getting all the full stripes, all 3 trials.
Until you return, Savior.
Cool. I'm dipping out here. Let's go. I've played a bit more of the game in general, and I have planned out a few more episodes because I want to be a bit more prepared for when we hit the West. And I assure you, some of the stuff is going to be amazing, but it obviously won't be completely my first reaction to it, so I apologize if that's something you want to see. After a certain point, I promise it will be completely blind, and everything I do will be a complete and absolute surprise, which means we'll get
whoever's in charge here.
Slapped up vigorously.
My stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry, when its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as
These
much
guys
as
are Ferengis, man.
Believe me, I'm working on it.
Straight facts, they're Ferengis.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
These guys are like,
If
this
you
man's
can
like a...
get those blasted gates open.
The characters are so much more emotive, not just with their faces, but with their voices.
Guess I'm not
So
the
we
only
get a
one
new...
who wants to get those gates open.
So we have a new thing that we're going to have to do, which is salvage contracts. We will talk about those when we get there. Before we head to where we want to go, let's check out our stash. Stash should be fine because I cleared it out before. But we do get
Sorry,
new
Red.
weapons.
We're not open right now.
Oh, they're not open. That sucks. I don't need to go to the workbench. Barren Light is kind of nice. We need to go up there to go and check out what that is. Barren Light is kind of nice in terms of the way it's set up. It's got the canal on one side that leads to a dam and a waterfall on the other side. The main gate, which is here. And then, obviously, living quarters for the Kaja who live here. And then all the Asuram travel back to the nearest settlements, which would be here. Can't remember what it's called. It's called Red Hue Quarry. And all the way back up here to Changegreg. Also, side note, because I almost forgot about it, early here in the Daunt West, I was looking for it for ages because I couldn't remember where it was. But that's something else we're going to have to check out eventually. The right equipment, which we currently don't have. And I don't know how to get. But let's focus on getting... save point.
I've got boards ready to go if anyone wants.
Oh, we'll talk about you later.
Aloy!
I found more of your lenses.
Ah, wonderful. Here. At this rate, you'll get me all the lenses before this ankle's ready to spring.
Cool, we got one more lens to go and grab. So, like every settlement, there is a kitchen, a herbalist, a stitcher, and a weapons dealer. I can't remember the exact word for them, but you will find them everywhere, every which way you need to be. And he's open. Okay, so we have the Osram Explorer, which you talked about before, and the Nora Huntress, and then we also have the Nora Sentinel. We need a piece of equipment from a machine we haven't hunted yet, so I'm going to make a job for it. So when we do that, then we can go and buy one as soon as possible. Not to say that our anointed armor is getting old, but it's becoming very ineffective at protecting us. And there's the herbalist. Another sun priest. Lovely. So that's done. So we've discovered everything we need to discover here in the settlement. There are chests lying about in some places. But we don't have to worry too much about those.
Let's play some Machine Strike.
I will come back to you.
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
You're in a sour mood.
Gentlemen?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'll be left to save the world, right? Alright, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need. Ask away.
So it's been a while since we've dealt with Erend. If you happen to be one of the few people I know that have read the Liberation comic, you'll know that quite a lot of stuff happened to Erend. Okay, so the Liberation comic, which is the second arc of the Horizon comic, actually is a flashback with more flashbacks, with Erend talking about his sister Ursa. So that's where we're going to start.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since, what, since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
So Eren's sister Ursa was a Oseram freebooter and his biggest inspiration, and helped liberate Meridian from the Shadow Carja back in the day. Unfortunately, in the later years, and by the time Aloy arrived, she unfortunately met her end.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
Even drunk, he speaks a lot of sense.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one...
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
That was not needed.
Be careful out there, Aloy.
Wasn't needed, but still funny. Alright, didn't mean to step on you.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Loravik was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning Someone left it open on purpose. And Larovic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different. Jumpy.
Convincing.
So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Larovic mentioned the eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Larovic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Okay.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Larovic's bunk. Searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look. Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larovic in cold blood. But Nazar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more eclipses are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
Okay, no problem. I'll go and do it
The meeting
myself.
you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you.
Damn right we will.
Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Okay, this should be the last side quest. Okay, it's not technically the last side quest. We still have the Bristlebacks to do. But we can't finish that just yet because that's on the other side of the wall. I'll make sure I tag the mission.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. It's as good a place to start as any. Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful. Broken branches. Was someone up here?
Probably.
Faint tracks. Leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
Still need a name for our mount. I'm pretty sure the charger was Desdemona. We'll keep that for now.
I'll leave you here. Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them.
And that was the kill I needed for my last level. Level rather. Did
Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now. Sounds to my stash.
oh, missed that. Where to pick up the trail from though? Chill water, something do you need?
A lot of it.
A dead borrower. Weird.
Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him.
I mean, they could do that pretty easily.
Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus. Looks like they're headed for that bridge.
Well, you can tell I've been up here. Oops.
Someone set up a lookout down here. Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow
Smart
the
play.
tracks. Where did you go off to?
Don't need squirrel bones. I need squirrel hides. Why does the game want to give me all these rare stuff that I don't need? Raccoon. Raccoon Matata, my dude. Can't believe I just said that with a straight face.
The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
Seems like everyone in this world just an expert climber just for shits and giggles. Okay, I shouldn't be able to do that, but okay.
The dyer can make use of this. This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
I say we kill the lion. Take on a whole garrison.
That's from my stash when I need it.
Maybe he was right, maybe there are eclipse up here.
We don't know Larvik's dead.
He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point, so either that fool guard killed him, or he lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
You stood with the parish,
They know I'm here.
along with all who followed him.
Okay, stealth went out the window.
Search for him. You, me, we'll get him. You sure this is the place? Keep your eyes open. Do you want to report that we lost her? Don't rush me, right? Eyes on! Over there! Get over there!
This is already going super badly. Oh, wrong weapon.
You, come on! Where do we start? Big mistake! So, we do this again?
Does not feel right.
Keep still now.
You chose the wrong place to attack!
Takes care of that. But I'm sure there's more of them outside. I better be careful.
Well, my whole stealth plan flopped in the first place.
Pain subsiding.
Because I was going to come around here, take one out, take another out, be here. Darkened Sun. We'll read that in a little bit. Oops.
Got you, Outlander! I'm injured! Ready to engage! And don't come back, right? We better search. We can get this done.
And messing this stuff up on stream all the time.
Get back! Fire now! Oh no! Got me!
Dunzo.
Scan that. It sounds like there's more eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are.
Yeah, that's smart actually. If some of them still had focuses and used the focus network that they built, that Silence had built for them, that would have been their easiest way to kind of communicate and keep some sort of record of what they were doing. Genius.
I'm guessing that's Rayad. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
So the mask is proof. He accesses his focus.
Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light, and bask in the glow of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light.
Well, that's this quest basically done.
Rayad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Sorry about that. Well, hopefully this should exonerate Conover insofar that he doesn't have to be killed, and he was right. But before we go back, we do have one more thing we need to do. We have one more lens that we need to find.
When we fought the Eclipse back in Meridian, I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
I do like the fact that they're keeping the Eclipse, they kept the Eclipse in their back pocket. No extremist group can just disappear off the face of the earth like that. There have to be some people who are still there to pick up the pieces. I have to rearrange my toolbar again. About to say, no way I can miss that shot like that. I got a squirrel hide. What I wanted for Christmas. Oops, didn't mean to upgrade to just restock that. Cool. So the way we are going is this way. It should lead us all the way to
What's back here?
where the last lens is.
Useful for making dyes.
Camp?
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
If they've abandoned it, they won't need this stuff.
Another signal tower. Might be a lens I can grab for Reyna at the top.
Oh, Reyna. The way it was spelled was just weird. Okay, this should be the last one. That should be our way down. So thus, this makes this our way up. Ow. Honest, if I did that in real life, I would have killed myself instantaneously. Because I'm a melon. Whoa! I'm a melon head. There we go.
This tower is barely holding together. One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Okay, I think that's the last lens. I should trade with Reyna the next time I'm in Barren Light.
So let's get a look at the view. There we can see Barren Light. We can see a Horus machine, a Horus class Ferro machine in the far distance. These vistas on their own are just phenomenal. There's one of the other signal towers, and that's the last one, so this would be the one before. So let's quickly have a look at our collectibles. We have all the lenses, the lens of dawn, morning, midday, afternoon, twilight, and evening. And then we just have to hand them in to Reyna. Yeah, that's the last thing. That was was it an errand? No, when we meet her, it's the errand. Okay. So we could have come up here before and got that, but then, as you may have realised, we had a quest up here, so I might as well have done the two back to back. So that's how I've tried to plan some of the things. Even when we move into the west, I've tried to think about what I've been doing and how to layer those things on top of the myriad of directions we could go to give us a bit of structure. Aimlessly wandering the wilds is nice, but to some extent it would be nice to have some structure and order in our lives. Now we can head back, and this leads us the other side of the hunting grounds, strangely enough. Come on, Des, let's go. Pedal to the metal. Oh, we can't go down from here, can we? These guys still aren't very good at travelling down sharp inclines. Handling's still a bit weird. Don't exactly like driving a car. So I hope everyone's been having a lovely February. Lots and lots of games have come out as of recently, and lots of demos for games too have come out fairly recently. As of yesterday or today, the demo for Babylon Falls came out today too. So probably after this episode, I'm going to try that out, see how I feel about it. And Elden Ring came out 2 days ago. So lots and lots of games with lots of different people. Whatever you choose to play, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to take my time and enjoy this game. I also got my copy of Monarch come in the post. I got to do a unboxing video for that, so peep that when I eventually do that. Probably will be tomorrow.
Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
I showed off my initial thoughts. My initial thoughts for the game on my channel, so if you haven't checked out that video yet, by all means do so.
Alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy, did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar? He might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it.
I mean, I'm going that way. I
The
could
end
get
of the
myself.
eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop them, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
So that's our last side quest done. And as you can see, our next quest in this chain is all the way out here. Shadow in the West. But we won't be doing that anytime soon. We have lots of stuff to do in the meantime. Lots of more important things. Let's give Raina back this last... We've got a new overdraw. Ooh. Gonna need that for a weapon I'm planning to buy. Freshwater fish. Don't know where I got that from, but doesn't matter. Let's go give Raina back this one and hear what she has to say. As well as buy another meal, because now we have used one.
Is that what I think it is?
Now you've got all your lenses.
My pops would be sad they're tearing down those towers. But he'd be happy these lenses were spared. Many thanks to you, Aloy. Oh, here. What I owe you. Now, this has truly been a profitable endeavor for the both of us.
So what are you gonna do next?
I'm taking these back to the claim. Ankle's all better, and I miss the stench of soot in the air.
Let's hope you don't find any more opportunities on your way there.
No promises. Good luck, Aloy.
So we get Dawn Shadow, a bronze ingot, and 2 pieces of green shine silver. Okie dokie, let's find the save point, because we have one last thing to do before we carry on the main quest. Wait, did I just walk the wrong way? Is it not in front? Oh, it's in front of me. Whoops. Sorry, boys. Gotta get through. Okay, that should be everything. So, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but as a quick note before we carry on, I am speccing primarily into Hunter, Survivor, and Infiltrator. Survivor, just make sure I can keep myself alive. Infiltrator, I like stealthy gameplay when I can make it work. And obviously most things are easier at range. The game gives you lots of tools within these 3 skill trees alone to play the game in a relatively comfortable way. I've only spec'd into Warrior because it gives me certain things that I'm going to need later. Like the Warrior Bow's spread shot, which I'm going to need eventually. I'm going to need the burst fire from that as well. So I'm going to have to spec into the Hunter tree just to make sure that I have all the bow skills that I need, bow techniques, sorry, I'm going to need in order to make things work. Let me do a manual save.
No one wants to play some strike?
So the last thing we're going to do in today's... Actually, let me go buy the food that I want to buy first. Because it was... Was it Grazer's Bounty? No, it was Sunseed Ribs. Actually sounds delicious.
Coal for the fire. You'll burn fiercer with that meal.
Let's play some machine strike.
Yes, yes, we're doing it now. We're doing it now. Okay. So... if you guys have played The Witcher, or The Witcher 3 more specifically, you will know of Gwent. And after that game came out, and that sub-game in that game was released as a standalone thing, most open world games now give you activities that are in-world board games or card games in order to expand on the world and aid in developing the people. I think it's a really smart thing to do, and I would love these kind of things to be done in books, but then it's not an interactive medium, so it wouldn't do as well. So Machine Strike is a Tanart board game used to teach and hone strategy, with pieces carved based on many of the machines that we encounter here in the West, and even some in the East. I did the tutorial for it first, and I don't think a tutorial is needed. If you want to learn how to play the game, I suggest you get Forbidden West and learn that way. But I'm going to show an example match, and then I'm going to do all the other stuff in the background. So I'll be getting all the special rewards and stuff in my own time. If I do come across a particularly difficult Machine Strike match, I might record it and post it up as a separate thing. Haven't decided yet. So let's create a new set from what we have. We have melee type, gunner type, dash type, ram type, and they cost points in order to use. So I'm going to take my 2 grazers, my 2 borrowers, my 1 scrounger, my 1 scrapper. I think that I've only got enough for yeah, I think I'll go with this setup. I haven't got all the pieces I actually wanted, so I might have to go back and buy some. So the opponent currently has 2 Lancehorns, 1 long leg, 1 charger, and 2 grazers, which might be fun. Let's see how this match turns out.
Good luck. Oh, that's my cue.
Okay, board is set.
I'm done.
Okay, that was rude.
Off the board you go, buddy.
Okay, end my turn.
Okay, I can do this.
Oops. He retreated. Okay, so in this game, we have a variety of fields that you can use that will increase the power of your machines. They have a HP amount and a range, effective range they can use to attack. You can only make 2 moves per turn.
My turn.
Okay, you okay, I didn't expect him to do that. I didn't even do that either. No!
Let's get that piece out of there.
Okay, no, I want to do it this way.
One down.
Okay. Am I on grassland? Yes, I am on grassland.
And there it goes.
Okay. This is not going too well, but we need
I won the game. Guess I'm just that good.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you in the face in my own time. But that's pretty much it for yeah, I'm gonna get you. Don't worry. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna beat you on all three of your boards.
Ready to go.
So that's it for today. This episode. I say today's episode because I might do another one today before I go to sleep. Just as a side note, tomorrow is Pokemon Day, so we're gonna get a Pokemon stream. So during that period, I'm gonna be trying to enjoy that. So that might be something I discuss later on. In that day's episode, or episodes. And we also have Digimon Con, which starts tonight, but will roll over in tomorrow because of Japan time. So that'll be probably something I'll be gushing over in tomorrow's episodes. So look forward to that. If you are interested in Pokemon and Digimon,